Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Civilization Beyond Earth. I hopefully have let the intro cinematic actually play this time. Okay. I think I'm just going to let this run while I talk about what I plan to do for the series for a little bit. I did try playing around with this game before, but the game just went really crappily and the map was terrible, or at least for my ability to play. I haven't done too much in the game. I think I've only got my mouse off the screen actually. I have played about, I think 40 hours into it, and I've only actually won once, and the other times I didn't play the game to completion. I just got bored and did something else. So I figured doing a series on it's a great way to get me to actually play into this game, and I do like this game a lot. I was never a big Civ fan. I never played Civ 5 or any of them really, or I was never a big. This is basically my first introduction to 4X. I'm a very recent computer gamer, so I'll let her talk actually. Or she's not going to. But anyway, I'm very new to computer gaming, so this is kind of my first experience with 4X. This game was just coming out and there's a lot of hype behind it, and I've been getting really into it. And there's going to be a new DLC or a new expansion soon, Rising Tides. So I'm really looking forward to playing that, which is one of the reasons it's made me want to play a series on this game even more. And when I'm playing now, I'm going to be trying to unlock some of the achievements I haven't unlocked before, because I figure that's a good way to kind of determine what I'm going to do when I play this game. Like, I've already won, I think it's on I can't remember if it was a Terran or a Protean map. One's like a Pangaea style and one's like a Continental kind of style. I know those are Civ 5 terms, but they're also like normal terms that people can understand and use. Continents, that's what Earth has. Pangaea, if you know anything about history or geology, that was a supercontinent when all the continents were smushed together. And I'm going to do, I think, 1 or 2 levels of increased difficulty from the playthrough which I won, because that was way too easy. Like, I didn't have much of a challenge when I was playing that mode.
Our journey through deep space,
and I haven't really found the level of which I'm at yet.
Quiet.
So maybe I'll lose this, maybe I'll win, but I think that'll make it interesting for a series. And I know I am talking over this, but honestly, it's not super interesting. It's really pretty, and it's like some backstory.
And it is finally over.
I like that little there when the cryostasis kicks in. Basically,
Now
Earth is
we
doomed,
look upon our new world for the first time.
and now we're colonizing a new world. And all the different
These
countries
alien
put people
shores,
together.
Our destiny waits.
I like her makeup a lot, actually. Which is great, too, considering it lasted
new
all these years in cryostasis.
mankind.
It's really impressive. Alright, so the game begins. This is kind of a little bit of loading screen. If you click, it'll end the cutscene, you'll go right here. Probably a lot of you have already played this game, and you knew you're into it, and that's why you're kind of looking up videos. Because I'm not playing this like near release, so it's not people looking into it. I figure it's kind of the dedicated fan base, which is a little scary if you're looking for this, so single player. Actually, will this tell me my Steam name? I don't really care if you know it. But let's view all achievements. Yeah, there's me. That's what I look like. That's a really bad picture, actually, so let's not look at that. So I won a game as the Illardine. I think that's the Franco-Iberia, the French people, and on Mercury difficulty with the Transcendence victory on a small map. On it was Terran, so I think it's a Continents one. So we're gonna set up a game. Mercury was normal, so we can go moderate or hard. Let's go moderate, one up from what I did. Game pace, let's go standard because I'm doing a series on it. And I guess I went on small last time. So I could do standard 8 players, massive 8 players with open space. I don't really want to do dual dwarf, because those would be a really quick series probably. And you're guaranteed to do the war kind of victories. So let's just do standard. Vostok, which is moderate difficulty, standard pace, standard map size. That's fine. Because I really am also not looking for this to take forever. And there also were a lot of patches. I haven't been into the game for a while. So a lot of these have changed since my first complete playthrough, and then on my subsequent playthroughs they were always different, or maybe they were just different once or twice, which was really confusing. So the Pan-Asian Cooperative, 10% production towards wonders and 25% worker speed. I do really like that one. I think when I played Franco-Iberian one, you earned a free, it was a free technology for every 10 virtues. So you could really go into culture, and then you could just slingshot these crazy technologies. So that was really good, but I'm not going to play that because I already have. The trade route's really good. That's more if you want to play more of a peaceful game. I guess you can go Polystralia. Or no. Oh yeah, it was Flank Iberia. It wasn't Cavarathan Protect. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. But they, if you want to go wide, like a Prosperity, they're really good because you can get a lot of territory. So that might be interesting. You can do a military game here. But my subsequent games I had playing with the Pan-Asian Cooperative, and I haven't won yet, so I think I'm gonna go with them. I really do like I like the worker speed, and the 10% boost to wonders is really useful. Especially, I know on higher difficulties it's very rare that you will get wonders. So like because the AI will always beat you there, but I think that 10% can really help out. So and also these were different. The first time I played it was I think it was aristocrats and artists. You got culture and energy or something like that, and it was a really good. So all these are kind of, I don't know, it just depends on the game you want to play, but I think the artist is really good because culture is really hard to come by. Like if you want more production, you could build more production buildings. If you want more energy, you can do a lot of trade routes and make some thorium reactors. Food is really good for a big early push early on, but I think over the course of the whole game, artist is really helpful. And I know that's I know not to sound like kind of poo-poo on artists, because I know they get a lot of shit for like in university, especially for the major they chose. But this is kind of a tangent. But in the game, like if you're colonizing a new world, I don't think the people you want to bring down are artists. I think you'd rather want to bring down farmers and like engineers, scientists, people that can like understand this new world and build upon it. Not to say that art's not good. It's good for morale. It's good for like thinking complexly about life and ideas and all that. So that can be interesting. So coastal retrograde thrusters. Retrograde thrusters is really good, and I like tectonic scanner a lot. Oh, I kind of clicked in my mic a little bit there, because that way you can kind of see where these are and plan out your cities a little better before you have to. The audio's a little loud now. I think I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit in my headphones at least. I don't think it'll be too loud for you guys because I have it on like 40% or whatever. And fusion reactor is okay. It's not actually, no, that's not good at all. It's usually between these three that I want to pick. But yeah, I was just saying with this one, it's really good, so you can see where these are for city planning early on, as opposed to having to research those technologies. But those are also some of the first technologies to get anyway, so maybe it's not that good. And this used to be super overpowered when coastal trade routes gave you more buffs than anything else, so you could just use this and then you could automatically see where coasts are and get trade routes that way. And honestly, I think I'm going to take it. That's only good if you're going to do Harmony, because it kind of tells you where all the Xenomass is. But I think I'm going to do the Continental Surveyor. Oh, crap. I'm in a Windows mode. I hope that didn't pop up over the screen. Okay, no, it didn't. The little Windows 8 window preview kind of thing kicked in. And I really like this, the cargo you carry. I think that's a really cool mechanic for when you set up your, like, when you're kind of setting up. So, beginning with the pioneering technology, that gives you science advantage, and I think it lets you establish embargoing or trade routes earlier, I think. And a clinic, that's a free building, that's really good. And a worker, I don't know, they're all really good, except for maybe the soldier early on, because you don't really have to do too much combat early, because the aliens normally leave you alone if you're not pissing them off. But let's go with the worker unit, because we are playing Pan-Asian Cooperative, so we have increased worker speed, so already having that worker to start with would be really useful. So I think I played on Atlantean World when I previously tried to record this, and it just did not go very well. So I think I might do Protean World. Or there's Advanced Worlds too. Skirmish, that's weird. Equatorial. And a rapidly spinning world with a bulging equator, and the day and night cycle are Pan-Asian cold worlds whose best lands are fought along the coastlines and rivers. Maybe I'll do those if I do another series, but I think we'll just stick with Protean for right now. Even though that makes my coastal scanner not as useful as, say, something on Atlantean or Terran. But I think I'm going to go with Asland 501B. And let's the games begin. We're only 10 minutes in, while I just talked on and on about the importance of artists. You know, as you do. And I am starting this right after I finished my my series on... Oh, do not crash on me. Do not crash on me. Oh, thank God. I got an error message. I got, not an error message, but my screen went kind of white. Because I'm pretty sure I'm only recording this in 720p. So it shouldn't put that much strain on my CPU. Okay, yep, we're good. Oh, we have a little bit of audio clicking. Oh, I tried so hard to avoid that. So I don't want to put... Okay, yeah, we got to choose where we're going to land. We don't want to land here, because that'll ruin that resource. So we land here. We'll get 1, 2, 3. So we can get the float stone, the fruit, and the 2 fibers while also being on the coast, which has a lot of advantages. So we'll just go there. And there's already a goodie hut within this, I can see, which is great. And we can already see the map. Like, that's so powerful. Oh, it's so good. So immediately you're going to go over here. Oh, I have quick movement and stuff turned on, just because it makes the game go quicker. So my worker, the fiber improvement is... Oh, come on. I can't... Okay, it's +1 production. I kind of want food earlier on, but actually it is a food tile, so... Let's get the plantation, get some more production going early. I mean, to do that, click over there. We're going to go with the Old Earth Relic. It's the strongest start. The culture allows you to expand your borders, get more tiles. Super good. And the Pioneer Technology, 27 turns. Wow. So if we did take that, we could get the Trade Convoy, Trade Vessel, Trade Depot, and Colonist early. That was one of the options we had there. So that is actually really useful. If we want to see oil, or if we want to see titanium, we can research these. I know ecology is really useful because the clear miasma, that's okay, but the ultrasonic fence has a really good quest attached to it that protects your trade routes. So you kind of want to go ecology before pioneering, at least I think so. So you can get your ultrasonic fence. But, so this plan reveals titanium and it gives you energy. I think it's chemistry is the start. Yeah, because that gives you the laboratory and the recycler, and you can do oil. Chemistry is a good start. Alright, let's do that. And I think that's all we need to do for this turn. And also starting with the worker is so good because you don't, like, usually worker is like one of the earlier things you build, so you can just avoid that. Is everything stagnant? I thought I hit next turn. Yeah, okay. So research pod inside the pod, you find a collection of goods and luxuries, so I get 20 culture. That's really good. And I have unlocked a new virtue. So, okay, I usually go I never go might, really. That's, I think, what I did on the last playthrough, actually, where I was trying to record and it didn't go well. I was doing a might because I was trying to do a domination victory, but honestly, it just went really poorly. So, I usually try to go pretty deep in prosperity, get mind over matter, and, joy from variety, and I think it's, where's one of them? Yeah, Edwingets. I don't even know how to pronounce that. 15% negative health is way better than just getting positive health. So it's so good to get that. And that food thing's really useful early on. I don't really need the free worker unit because I already have it, but it's still good. So I think we're going to go deep in the prosperity tree for beginning, and maybe we'll do some into knowledge. Because 50% overall coverage radius from cities, that's not that great. And yeah, the synergy bonus there is really good. Oh, it's so good. I love prosperity tree. I love doing PAC prosperity tree. That's what I keep, like, maybe that's why I keep getting bored on my runs, because I keep doing the same thing over and over again with the PAC prosperity. Okay, so we do have a Xenomass nest right there. I could crush it and get, like, a bunch of goodies and stuff, but I think the aliens will kill my explorer next turn. And you need to be, I think it's 2 tiles for them to hit you. So let's just run away from them for now. I'll summon another resource pod. That's very good. I kind of am central in the middle of the map. I don't know how much I like that. This might be an okay city location. There's not a lot of food, though. I guess you can get the fungi and the fruit. If I go here, maybe. Or eventually. And I could get this 2 Xenomass, which is okay. And I do have the points on there. I always just like to see how I'm doing against the AI, even though none of them have landed yet. And hopefully these turns don't take too long. So why the farm here? I'm just curious, because do I not have to clear forest? Yeah, it's a forest and a grassland. Okay, the farm. Okay, yeah. It's just the fruit logo is being covered by the recommendation sign. Okay. Get you up here. Is that a hill? No. Okay, we have some silica and 3 Xenomass. We do have a lot of Xenomass around us, but we also have 3 floatstone over here. So that might be, I'm just like talking about that because it'll determine kind of which tree we go through. So it'll take 8 turns, even with my 10% worker or 25% worker speed increase, because I have to clear all this forest, which really sucks. But oop, resource pod. Okay, we'll go over there, and we have another virtue. We'll get the outpost growth, and then we'll probably pick up the colonists, and then we can make our next city. And then it'll grow even quicker, even though we don't have a trade route established for it yet. Let's get you over here first. You can find a basic satellite still intact, which is great. And I completed the quest Gifts from Home. That gives me 10 science, and I think that quest is just finding 3 resource pods. So which satellite did I get? I didn't read it. It's probably an energy, yeah, solar collector. That'll give me more energy, but I think I want to wait a little bit till I get that. Oh, I should have, ooh, okay, I'll improve that tile later, because this tile's really good now, because it's got the energy from the being beside the river, the 2 food, and it gets the production increase. Very good. And we'll go for the clinic, because we haven't done any science unlocks yet. Let's keep looking around here. We have a lot of silica around, which is interesting. And I don't know how many improvements those can get. So I need, okay. Orbital gets +1 energy to tiles you own. Any city in range also sees plus 20% energy overall. That's super good, and I think I'm going to save it for a little bit until I have more population to work those tiles. So you can just go to sleep for now. Next turn. Alright, I don't want you, okay, that's my asthma. So I don't want you to stay in there, and then some chitin. Oh, that's a really good tile. Ooh, okay. Your next job is to go over here, so we can excavate that, and hopefully not too close to an alien nest. So there is some good food over here. Like I could do a really kind of powerful city if I went that way, but I want to research what's over on the coast too before I do that. Okay. Oh, nice. Wow, there's so much good stuff over here. Maybe it's a difficulty level or no AI has landed yet, but I don't know. Okay, you're gonna do that for now. I really should be doing some more research over here, but that's not happening yet, unfortunately. So my first quest decision. So if none of you know, basically whenever you build a building, you can there's kind of a quest associated with that, or sometimes you'll find quests in resource pods and stuff like that, and they'll usually have like a chain of decisions which culminate in a really good reward. So occupational hazard, I can get harmony and supremacy. So what's floatstone? Or eradicate, which is purity, and I want to just put that off because purity is purity is floatstone, which you do have some of. And we do have a lot of xenomass, and we've done that before. But if I remember right, one of the victory conditions really sucks. Like, you have to export a bunch of units out from the base, or from Earth, and then, like, settle them in different cities and make new cities, and it just takes forever, and the AI could snipe your victory. So let's go quests and victories. So victories. The purity one is, I believe, not transcendence. That's, I think, harmony. It's the promised land. Come on, expand. Okay. When we left Earth, we swore the oath to find a new world and bring about the salvation of mankind. Despite all this, we have endured. We have held firm. Our people ever closer to our hearts, though through our endless struggle and vision. Blah blah blah. We must focus our research towards the advanced orbital infrastructure. By achieving this, to launch a laser comm satellite. Okay. So you need the laser comm satellite for a bunch, and I think it's one's purity. You have to bring a bunch of units to you, and one's supremacy or purity or supremacy, and one involves you importing a bunch of units, and one involves you exporting a bunch of units. And the exportation one's a lot easier. But I think I am going to go purity because of this floatstone, and I've already done harmony. My off-camera playthrough, and there's also 2 down here. So if I build a city around here, which actually looks pretty good. If maybe here, that way I can get all these good tiles here. Actually, I think that might be my best bet. Even though I'm going to be stuck with these 2 crappy tiles early on, that might be really useful. I'll get xenomass and this. Actually, maybe right where that resource pod is. 1, 2, actually, just for a second. Hex grid. Yeah, I'll get all the way to here. So I'll get this, and this, and this, and even the algae. Yeah, so I think that's where my city will go, actually. Once I get to that point. I'm going to turn the hex grid off because I don't like it. And I do like the resource tiles, like the, no, resource tiles, I think it's called yield icons. I like the yield icons on because I can't keep it straight in my head. Gain a colonist, yes. Another reason prosperity is so good. And no aliens are going to attack me, so you can just wander over there. Free maintenance or more culture. We're definitely going to go with more culture. It's really easy to get energy and really hard to get culture. So we're going to continue with that. We do need more science, which is why one of the reasons I built the chemistry is so we can get the laboratory going, which is just super useful. Wow, we okay, so maybe another a soldier might be good. And we don't need a worker. Normally I would go with a worker if I didn't get the free one right now. Okay, so it's only one turn less to get the explorer. So honestly, let's go with a soldier. We can keep our defensive to any aliens trying to go near us, and we can kind of move them out here to do a little exploration with them. Even though I think I'm going to be using... Oh, health. Actually, I won't be too strapped for health because of the way I'm going, but... Actually, I'm going to go defense. Because it's really, like, the cities are really squishy, and giving them defense with clinics is just a really good way to do it. And I don't think I'll be too strapped for health, especially when I'm playing on a lower difficulty and doing the prosperity tree. I think I'll be okay. I'm going to get floatstones with both my cities. There's a lot of good tiles down here. So my expedition team has salvaged a... I don't even know what that is. Crash satellite of some kind. It had a protective cache of... Okay, never mind. So we have met the African Union. Good to know. They were willing to do preliminary research on a distinct interval called computing. So we have research on computing now. Basically, that's what that was telling us. So it's not... Is it... Okay. Oh, it's saying up here is a good place to build a city? Honestly, right here seems pretty good. We're going to find an outpost here. I took the Xenomass. I guess that's good. So the Explorer is going to go all the way just here. So we can get another expedition module in case we find something good over here. And, all right, we have chemistry. Amazing.
Worth of resources shared among a handful of people. We're gonna make a fortune here.
It's so good. I love the little commentaries they make when you do research and the like. And honestly, I kind of want to switch over to laboratory, but I've already done some of the production towards the soldier, so we're going to do that. This farm is taking so goddamn long. But anyway, we have a new research. So computing is where? It's over here, and as you can, yeah, we have 100 research towards it already. So if we'd have to take one of these, and then I like how ecology leads to computing somehow. Water refinery. What's that? Oh, it's good for coastal cities, which I think is good because one city's coastal, but there's no point in going down a branch yet. The observatory is really good. That'll give me more science, so maybe I'll do that. But so why does my culture person wants me to embark units? We're on a continental map. That's not really that important. I'm thinking now it's either ecology to get the ultrasonic fence, and then we can go into pioneering and start trade routes, or I can go over here to get the thorium reactor, get some energy, and see where titanium is in the map. So I'm going to go chemistry, engineering, ecology. So let's actually I don't like what's it called, putting them in a queue, because I look like my what I'm thinking changes from time to time, so I like to be able to make that decision in the moment. Like sometimes what you need will change. So I have 30% outpost growth already, which is really good. I could make a trade route to go there, but honestly I don't think I'll need it. So that's good. And ooh, they got they're getting points pretty quick. But I guess once QN turns into a city, I'll be doing a lot better. I kind of want to rename some of these cities, or just next turn. I've already kind of done everything. All right, yeah, it's already grown tile. Awesome. You have an Explorer module now. So I do have 4 populations, so I think it's a good time to launch my orbital complex. And I'm going to launch it here, because these are the tiles that I think are being worked. It'll be probably this one, this one, this one. And then eventually, yeah. So let's launch the tile there. So I can see, yeah, these are the 3 being worked, like I thought. So there we go. That's all I need there. Explore. Start exploring. I can't remember what the... Oh, yeah, when improved rifles and create energy. So we're going to be pretty rich if we keep playing on... energy is money, blah, blah, blah. I know it's kind of... It's the weird change between Ooh, I like coral. I like that culture tile. I kind of want to see what's over here. But anyway, I think that'll do it for this part. If you liked what you're seeing, it's not very advanced gameplay, but it is. I'm hoping to make it really fun for everyone. So I know this is the first part in the series too, so if you could leave a like, comment, or subscribe, anything like that, it would really help out this series that I'm starting out. And if I get a lot of positive feedback, I'll be definitely doing more and more Civ Beyond Earth playthroughs, because I really like this game. And I definitely do plan on doing a Rising Tide playthrough when that comes out. So I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone.